All right. Do you remember this sentence from the video?
Yeah.
Right? Can you say this sentence for me?
The board members will need to come in front out of town.
Okay. All right. Try it. Try it again. Try it again. I'll give you another chance.
Yeah. The board members will need to come in from out. Give me a second. Let me see my notes. Well. The board members will need to come in from out town.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Now watch what's going to happen. Now we're going to do the exercise and then you're going to read the sentence perfectly. I'm very confident about that. Okay. So yeah. I want you to repeat after me. Town.
Town.
Of town.
Of town.
Out of town.
Out
okay,
of
hold
town.
on. Okay, now listen. There's two things that's happening here. The first thing that's happening is we're connecting the T to the O. Out of, right? Out of. But Americans don't say out of. They use the flap sound. So what that means is that the T's become that flapped D. Say for me, da 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 da. Hold on, don't go. There's too much tension. Too much tension. Relax. Relax. No. Da 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 da. Just relax. Da 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 da. Yeah, it's relaxed. There's no tension.
Okay.
Okay, because otherwise you're going to say da, 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 da. You're going to get too hard of a sound. We don't want a hard sound. We want a soft, quick da 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 da. Say it softly.
Da 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 da.
Good. And now say outa.
Outa.
Don't even read the screen. Just say outa.
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 So you've got to pronounce the vowels. Ow. Outa.
Outa.
Ow.
Ow.
Like brown cow. Ow.
Ow.
Outa.
Outa.
Yeah, and then that D is quick. Outa.
Outa.
And we make the first syllable long and the second syllable short. So we get a long sound here and we get a schwa sound here. Okay, it's like table. Say table.
Table.
Right, gliding. Table.
Table.
Outa.
Outa.
Yes. Out of town.
Out of town.
And then the town becomes that focus word. Out of town.
Out of town.
Good, that was better. Now we're going to come over here. From out of town.
From out of town.
Good. In from out of town.
In from out of town.
Okay, and what you're doing right now is you're speaking with the right rhythm. So even if one of those sounds, those individual sounds like an M or an ow or a T or some, even if one of the sounds isn't perfect, you have the rhythm of the phrase, and that's easier for someone like me, a native English speaker, to understand. Okay. My brain will correct any mispronunciation, but my brain will work very, very hard if you don't get the rhythm. Okay, so we talked about the rhythm of a word, but now what we're doing is we're looking at the flow and getting the rhythm of the phrase, the rhythm of the phrase. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so say for me again. Now let's go back here. And what we're going to do here, Carlos, is we're going to make sure that this M really links to the O. From outa.
From out.
So then, yeah, that's good. So then what we're doing is we're going to make this a little longer. We're going to keep this, we're going to make this short. We're going to make this long. We're going to make this short. And we're going to make this long. So we see this rhythm. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Say da 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Da, da, da.
From out of town.
From out of town.
Perfect. Now we're going to add in. In from out of town.
In from out of town.
Now we're going to, again, we're going to get this come in, and come in is a phrasal verb. Okay. So we're going to get, that means the in needs to be long as well. It's a phrasal verb. That means the stress is on the preposition. Come in. Say for me, come in.
Come in.
Right. And then we're going to link the M. We're going to link that M to the I. Come in.
Come in.
Come in from out of town.
Come in from out of town.
Good. Now we're going to change the word to the schwa sound. Does that make sense? Right? You understand why we're going to change that? We're going to change the word to a schwa. Why? Why are we going to change it?
For the rhythmic.
For the rhythm.
Mhm.
Right. Right. So because it's a preposition, it doesn't have the need to be long and clear. So instead of saying the board members will need to come in, to come in, to come in, I'm going to just go to come in, ta. So I'm going to go from to ta. Okay. So say for me, to come in from out of town.
To come in from out of town.
Okay, good. Now we're going to get a nice long verb. Okay, short. We're going to keep these long. We're going to make this short. We're going to make this long, short, and long. That's the rhythm of the phrase. So now you're going to say, need to come in from out of town.
Need to come in from out of town.
Need to come in, and do me a favor and do a little pause here after in. Can you do that for me?
Need to come in from out of town.
Yeah. Need to come in and pause.
Need to come in from out of town.
Yeah. Okay. Whoops. There we go. So need to come in, use more melody.
Need to come in from out of town.
There you go. I love your little moving of your head. Now, when you say the word will, you're going to keep it short, right? We're going back to this idea that this is short. And then again, we see that same rhythm here. Okay. And then we're going to put a little pause. Let's put a little pause here. And then we get a short sound. We get a long sound, a short sound, and a long sound. So listen, we'll need to come in. Say that.
We'll need to come in.
Make the need long. Listen, we'll need to come in.
We'll need to come in.
So you're going to hit need, and you're going to, whoops, this needs to be long here. And you're going to hit in. We'll need to come in.
We'll need to come in.
We'll need to be more precise. We'll need to come in.
We'll need to come in.
Yes, from out of town.
From out of town.
Good. Now we're going to get a long syllable on members, short here, right? You see what I'm doing? I'm identifying all of the long and short sounds so that you can be thinking about the rhythm. Okay? You try it, and then we'll do you can repeat after me. Try that, members.
Members will need to come in from out of town.
Okay, good. But you've got to use the in, more intonation, and you have to look at this little mark here and make sure that you make that, that you pause on it. Okay, so let's make it maybe a brighter color just so that you remember. Okay, try it again, please.
Members will need to come in out of town.
Okay. I believe that you're trying to speak quickly
Yeah,
and you're totally not focusing on what we're trying to do.
yeah, I read, and when
Yeah.
I read is when
Is when you have a
I
problem.
force. uh,
Okay, okay. So say for me, members will need to come in from out of town.
Members will need to come in from out of town.
Good, perfect. Now pause after in.
Members will, sorry, give me a second.
Yeah,
Right.
you want me to say it?
Members will need to come in from out of town.
Okay,
Members will
good,
need to come in from out of town.
good. That was it. Now I'll just say it so you hear it again, so you don't worry about it. And then, but that was it. Members will need to come in from out of town.
Members will need to come in from out of town.
Good. Now we're going to add the word board. Board, listen, board members, and now I'm going to pause. Board members will need to come in from out of town. So I have 3 thought chunks. That gives you permission to stop, breathe, get ready for the next phrase, right? Board members will need to come in from out of town.
Board members will need to come in from out of town.
Good. A little bit more on in.
Board members will need to come in from out of town.
In. Board members will need to come in.
Board members will need to come in from out of town.
So it's okay. You're saying board members will need to come in, will need to come in. You're not going in. You're not bringing it back down.
Okay.
Try it.
Board members will need to come in from out of town.
Okay, good. And now we're going to add the word the. So the word the is going to be short. The board members will need to come in from out of town.
The board members will need to come in from out of town.
Right. And now, even though I know you were reading before, I feel pretty confident, let's see if I'm right, that even though you don't love to read, okay, it's harder for you, I still think that you're going to say this well. Let's see if I'm right. Can you go ahead and read that sentence?
The board members will need to come in from out of town.
Right. And that is completely different from, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, right? You know, when we started at the top of the page. Okay. So excellent. Excellent.